And if I told you once, I ain't gonna tell you twice. Salute all my real ones. Yeah. Look, bro, we got my wife hired a hitman. So I faked my own death. I can't see fake frauds and scammers. That's a crazy line. I want to get straight to it. Like button, subscribe button, notification bell, press those. Let's go.
She said, no, I'm serious. I've seen that look in people's eye when they want to kill somebody, and she wants to have you killed.
She's probably one of the coldest individuals that I've run across in my law enforcement career.
She used her mind games to get to me.
When we told Ramon that he was going to have to lay inside of a ditch and wear makeup, he was kind of in disbelief.
Yeah, right here. I still remember like it was yesterday. This is where I literally walked on my own grave. One time we were so in love, and now I have to fake my death so she can get arrested.
That's crazy.
My name is Ramon Sosa, and I faked my death because my wife tried to have me killed. I met Lulu back in 2007. She was a mother of two, divorced, had been in an abusive relationship, and she just moved here for a better life. She caught my eye. She was very beautiful and danced very well. I remember her having some high heels that must have been like 3 or 4 inches, and she stepped on my toe, and oh my God, it was like very, very painful. And there was so many red flags in hindsight, but yeah, she was definitely going to, get my attention one way or another. We had a small wedding, and I never forget her mother walking up to me, just whispered in my ear, "Now she's your trouble," and walked away. Oh, this is where it all happened. I mean, this brings back a lot of memories being back over here.
Hi guys, my name is Lulu Sosa.
And I'm Ramon Sosa, head coach, boxing. Welcome to Women's Boxing and Fitness.
This was our gym at the time. She was very helpful. She basically took care of the gym. But then as the relationship went on, and she saw how well we were doing financially, and she was already here legally. She was here on a visitor's visa from Mexico City, and then she became an American citizen after 3 years. I was beginning to think that she didn't need me anymore, that she wanted it all without me. It was going downhill quick. There was no option but to go get a divorce. It was late that evening, I was already at home, and this young man named Mundo just happened to walk into a conversation that my wife, Lulu at the time, was having out of all people with her daughter in my office about a young man in the gym that has people in Mexico that chops up people for money. And Lulu made the gesture like, maybe we can use them. And Mundo, he said, well, I got the people that can do the job. And that's when Mundo, the next day, he called me, and I thought he was joking because he said,
yo, that's crazy. The fact that somebody would be driven to try to hire a hitman to get somebody killed in America, and it's crazy because some people don't know how to count your blessings. Shorty came from Mexico, came to America, had 2 kids, probably didn't have much to her name, was found a guy that was willing to build a life with her, build a successful business. And I'm saying, if they got broken up, I don't know what the splits would have been, but she would have got something. It's there's some people that they don't even think straight. It's greed blinds them to the point where they I gotta have it all, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get what's mine and what's somebody else's. It's crazy.
You call me Pops. Hey, Pops, this lady, she wants to kill you. And I said, what are you talking about? Talking about Lulu. She wants to kill you. And then on top of that, right after that conversation I had with Mundo, I had to go home and see this lady, knowing that she wanted to kill me. Our plan was to get enough information to take to the police. And that's where it all started.
My name is Lieutenant Mike Atkins, and I helped investigate the murder for hire plot involving Ramon Sosa. As soon as I meet Ramon, he seems genuine. He seems concerned, obviously looking for help. At this point, it's up to us to listen to what he has to say, determine what we can do to help. Mundo, while he was working out one day at the gym, overheard Lulu. He obviously got concerned and sort of interjected himself into the conversation just so he could gather some intelligence.
Mundo,
pasó, Lulu? Nah, pues nomás ellos, bueno, con lo que usted ofreció, pues de perdido saben que todavía está en serio que quiere que lo maten, todo está bien.
Sí. No, sí, definitivo. O sea, de que se lo echen, que se lo echen. O sea, vale madre, eso, ¿no? Y de que les voy a pagar, les voy a pagar.
So the first time the hitman...
Yo, and she's like, yeah, I want to get it done. Like, yo, that's crazy, bro. Like, that's a different, like, you already know that somebody that would do something like that or would try to plan something like that, and it's just, and like, he ain't deserve it as far as we know, and you planning to kill that man, it's like, you know, she's in a different dimension mentally.
Made contact with Lulu. We were in a local liquor store parking lot. If you could turn to the dictionary and look up the word hitman, you would see his picture there. He was that realistic. It's important that it can't be construed that she just wanted him beat up or she wanted him scared. There needed to be a commitment and there needed to be a trade of some sort of monetary value that would conclude with Mr. Sosa being killed.
And then Lulu, out of all things, she said, well, I don't have all the money right now, but when he dies, I can give you the money. And yet the life insurance, he already knew how much I was worth after I died. Out of all things, he gave him watches and wedding bands and bracelets, you know, my own jewelry as a down payment for my own murder. It's crazy.
At that point, it was decided that we are going to follow through, show her pictures of Mr. Sosa just to get her reaction. I think it's important when the jury hear the elements of the crime, they also get to know a little bit about the person as well.
They said, look, she's a beautiful lady, mother of two. You guys own a business here locally and a lot of people know you. We just don't want to take a chance if we go to a jury trial for one of the jurors to feel sorry for her. So we need to make this case a slam dunk case. They pulled out actual pictures of dead people. They picked that one with the bullet on the side of his head and they said, this is the one we're going to do on you. Where they dug the grave, you can still see the hole, even though weeds have grown up. Brings back a lot of bad memories, man. Sad memories coming over here. They brought me over here in a SUV that was blacked out. They had me in makeup, put my hands behind my back, even threw dirt on me. And all I could hear was the clicking of the 35 millimeter. And this is my gravesite in the middle of a dump yard. You know, middle of nowhere over here.
We have the photos, we have the initial agreement. All we need now is the reaction.
She paid him the rest of the money.
Tengo 1000.
And I get upset about how Lulu reacted when the officer showed her the picture of me dead.
No se levanta ya.
She started laughing and raising her hands, and I tell people like she hit the lotto. This is her big shot. After I've seen the video hundreds of times, it's just still difficult for me.
Yo, that's cold-blooded, like there's a different type of, yo, like this dude really cared about you as far as we know, and you know what I'm saying, like, and helped you build a life, and even though you don't know that he's not really murdered, you look at a picture of him being murdered and you smile and you're like, all right, I don't want to see it no more. But like you laughing at this dude being shot and you the cause of it. Nah, bro, that's crazy. I'll wait till that
to see because he brings back so many.
Actually, no, I won't. This is one of the reasons why, like, I'm definitely just big on not getting married. Like, I feel like whether you a man or a woman, and you have more assets than your significant other, that's why I tell people, yo, don't get married, because that way you'll have a will and they're not automatically, they're not automatically guaranteed to have access to whatever's left over. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you make sure your name is on everything, you keep everything, you got your will, and it's like, yo, all right, cool. If I die, something happens to me, like you're getting this. You're not entitled to everything. Word, like.
Bad memories.
Naturally, he was heartbroken. But I think deep down, he was hoping that she would not take it this far. We decide that we're going to wear cameras. We're going to go to the gym. We are going to tell Lulu that we are investigating a missing person.
When's the last time you saw Mr. Sosa?
We saw him on Wednesday 15th, the last day.
At this point, Lulu acts as if she has no idea what is going on.
So he hasn't contacted you in the last 24 hours?
No.
We have the last piece that we needed was her denying knowledge of any of this. So when we explained to her that she is under arrest, she is completely dumbfounded.
Okay, Miss Sosa, stand up, please. You're under arrest. Okay, you're under arrest.
Why?
Okay, ma'am, it's okay. Stay back. We have a warrant.
Lulu elected not to go to trial. She elected to take a 20-year plea deal in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice.
Because there was so much evidence against her that if she would have gone to trial, she probably would have gotten life in the state of Texas. I remember at the hearing when she was sentenced, it was a packed courthouse, a lot of media were there, and I forgave her. It was just a release of all that pressure, and I walked away. And she never looked at me once. The reason I'm sitting here talking to you is because of the decision that Mundo took. And I will forever be in debt to Mundo for saving my life.
I don't think I'll run across another murder for hire plot, at least I hope I don't. But if we do, I definitely know how to handle it.
That's crazy, bro. You know, yeah, shout out to that dude, whatever his name is, for telling homie like, yo, she planning on sending you to the gods, bro. But my question is, I got a few questions, right? So shorty got 20 years, right? You don't want to see nobody go to jail, right? But shorty got 20 years. She'll be an older lady. I'm assuming she'll be in the 50s or the 60s. Like, is this one of those things and that you know, he didn't say whether or not he moved or, you know, whatever his current situation is, but it's like she gets out in 20 years, you know, or 18, 17, however long ago this is. What's the move then? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is she gonna try to get him bodied again? Like, I feel like with a situation like that, is 20 years enough? It's really what I want to ask. Like, is 20 years enough for a chick that wanted to have this dude body? And honestly, if I'm him, I'm setting up. I'm like, all right, cool. I already know what time it is. I'm gonna move to an open carry state, castle doctrine, all of that. And, you know, legally, everything legally. I'm going to have my guns. I'm going to have everything I need to protect my crib. She pulls up. You know what I'm saying? Or she sends some hitters. You know what I'm saying? But, like, that's crazy, though. That's crazy. Like, that's why you, like, yo, you can't simp. You can't be blinded by beauty. Like, you see a chick, like, you got to get to know her. Like, really get to know somebody before you marry them. Like, and he said, yo, there were red flags and I ignored them. Those some pretty big red flags that you must have ignored, that her mom came to tell you, yo, it's your problem now, bro. But, you know, thankfully, you know, things ended up where homie's still alive and she's where she is. And it's all her doing. But yeah, man, it's a crazy story. Leave a comment in the comment section letting me know what y'all think about this. Like, was it right for a dude that overheard the conversation to tell homie? I think it was. Was it right for dude to go to the cops to get assistance? Like, what would y'all done? Word. But we gonna leave it there. My name is Rain. Catch you on the flip side. RCP salute. Wait for a dab on them.